Hello, and welcome to the next level. It's always fun when that happens in the middle of a conversation. So, welcome to tonight. Tonight is a night in the week that we are streaming. So I will get on with things. First off, sort of an announcement. It is getting close to the holidays, so we're going to be off over the break, back on January 11th to continue sort of our regular bi-weekly streaming at that point. Second thing is our ask for tonight, which is more just fun, wild magic stuff, silly things that could happen, fun things that could happen to characters. We'll see what suggestions we get and go with that. Again, so back on the 11th after tonight. All right, so to recap, our heroes have been venturing through the desert. They battled and had strange encounters and battled some interesting beings, and then encountered the witch of the desert, who led them to a cave that was supposedly going to have a way for them to transport themselves to their destination, whatever that may be. They found out that the witch was actually a Lamia with her group of Jackalware followers, but didn't actually engage them. They just wanted the characters to go into the cave, and they did, so all good there. They were warned about a guardian in the cave and have come across that, a sort of large spirit that appeared as they were moving through one of the final rooms before supposedly their destination. And that brings us to where we are now. But before we pick up where we are, unfortunately, there was something we skipped in one of our previous sessions because we were moving through days so quickly. I managed to forget a little thing in the back of my mind. So we're going to skip back to the day before, the current day that we're on. I believe that day is the 19th of the current month, where at some point, probably later in the day, Mint might have snuck away from the camp a little bit. So Mint, tell us a little bit about how you might have handled this. You're still muted.
Mint usually likes her privacy when she ends up going to the bathroom, so she once again excuses herself to go take a leak.
Okay. And I guess everyone else can roll a bit of a perception check just to see if they overhear what happens while Mint is taking a leak.
Someone might be intentionally trying not to listen if she's.
That's perfectly fine. If you don't want to make the check, that's okay.
Tor would not be rolling to listen, but more rolling to see if Tor notices something odd as Mint is leaving. Because if Mint's behavior is different, Tor notices nothing.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. But with a 6, yeah, you probably don't notice anything particularly different about Mint at this point.
Yeah, I mean, can we roll an insight check to then determine whether we would actually make a perception
That's
check?
probably a good way to do it.
Mine's low. I'm going to skip.
All right.
I would say Gildy, being a ranger, is just generally very aware.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to stick with the perception. Because she would just kind of be always.
Nope.
All right.
No, nobody notices a thing.
All right. So we'll say Gildy is really the only one who happens to overhear anything, maybe sort of doing a perimeter check of the camp while you were setting things up. Mint, I don't know if you want me to deliver the message or otherwise type it out. Would you like to receive it?
Yeah,
I'm not sure she would hear that bit.
If it's only Gildy who might hear it, then I might just send it direct to Carolyn.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Essentially there's a little bit of a conversation Mint seems to be having with no one in the desert while she's off taking care of other things. And I'll just message you the message you receive In fact, I'll just do that really quickly right now. Make sure I'm actually sending it to you. Yes. Okay. Okay. All right. So yeah, they send you that message first, and then you reply with yours. Okay. All right. So now we've taken care of that. A bit of mystery going on with Mint and mystery. And then we will throw ourselves right back into the fray with the guardian spirit in the catacombs. And luckily, as the spirit appears before you, you all seem to have been very prepared for it, and are otherwise ready to deal with it. So we've done our turn order. We know which way when people are going. The Fearbolg, oddly enough, is going first, but he's way back in the line. Doesn't really know what's going on at this point. I'm not gonna say he's truly an ally yet, so he can't really move through people's spaces to do things. He's probably gonna stay where he is, and we'll move on to Tor. Tor, you have this very large sort of spirit in front of you that seems to be sort of the size of an ogre, but looks like it's sort of a ghostly, ethereal sort of warrior, sort of, helmed with sort of this, great, sort of probably a pole arm of some sort, and sort of armored, but it's all ethereal. It doesn't look like it's actually going to be a sort of a physical being in front of you. How would you like to address it?
So doesn't look like I have anything to hit.
It's still there. Yeah, you can give me an Arcana check if you like to see what you know about sort of spirits and how they work. But yeah, it doesn't look solid. You can sort of see through it.
Let's see if I
10. We'll say you haven't necessarily dealt with a whole lot of ghosts and that sort of thing before, but you're familiar with people who have fought them, that they can be sort of fought with regular weapons. It just tends to be a different sort of fight is all you really know.
So at this point, I think Tor will try one attack with the axe.
Mm-hmm.
And then he may try, if that doesn't work, he may try something different for his second attack.
Yep. All right. That definitely hits. And that it's the Mithril Great Axe, right?
Correct.
Yeah. All right. No, it does seem to hit. It does seem to do damage. It does not seem to do as much damage as you had hoped, I guess, is the best way to describe it.
Okay, so for the second attack, I think Tor is going to try breathing lightning.
All right.
And so that's a DC 14 save.
Okay. It makes it save.
Okay.
Dexterity, yes, makes it save.
Correct.
It's okay. I think you still get to do some damage.
Oh yeah, it's half damage, right? Half damage on success, right? So that's...
Yep. $13. All right. Yeah. That also seems to do some damage, but not quite as much as you'd expect. All right. Did you want to move at all?
Tor may take a step back, a couple of no, that would do an attack of opportunity at this point. So Tor's going to stay where Tor is.
Yep. Yep, and that was part of what you and Gildy were doing, is sort of to
Yep.
to be the front line and see what was going on. Leon, you have a good view of what's going on here. How do you want to deal with this guardian spirit?
And just to quickly actually recap, I'm just remembering some of the stuff that happened right at the end.
Yes.
So we'd gone into here. There was a door that had a puzzle that was basically creating a picture. We got through that door. We went into a room, a couple of corpses. Then we heard like a moaning kind of a sound. We came forward. We discovered that it was just the like a
wind.
hole in the wall kind of thing, and it was the wind. So Leon had basically rushed back to add to the letter that she'd written and put on one of the corpses to explain some things to whoever might be coming through. And then she was just actually kneeling down to start investigating the corpses that were in here, because Torok and Gildy had kind of been taking lead and seen that this room was clear. So they were moving on a little bit forward. We were starting to investigate, and then the ghost showed up right in front of Torok and Mint. Torok and Gildy. Cool.
And don't forget, while people were exploring, Talon had gone back out to see if the desert witch was there. And we noticed the witch turned into, and I can't remember what it was, but less human, and all of the minions, all the men, turned into something else.
Yeah.
Right. And then we closed the door behind us, so they would have to take time to get to us if they did decide. Did I get a chance to do any investigation before the spirit showed up?
Sure, make a roll. I'll say you were just starting off things, so depending on how good you roll, I'll give you maybe a little bit.
Because I'm quite because he was giving me guidance for my vacation roll as well. So is it okay if I roll investigation with guidance?
Yep, that's probably why Alphonse is next to you.
Yeah, that's exactly why he's next to me.
Okay.
So yeah, 25.
25. What are you looking for?
I mean, what I've kind of been looking for the whole time is just like get a sense of cause of death, because I wanted to figure out like what is it that we're against.
Very hard to determine. But you rolled really high, so I'll give you this much. There are no markings on these bodies.
Okay.
It does not look like physical harm was inflicted.
Yeah.
So something else killed them.
So I look down and I'm like, there's no physical damage. I think perhaps it was the spirit. All right. And then do I get a chance to see Torok breathing lightning and stuff on it?
Yeah, sure. Yep.
Okay. All right. So I've seen his weapon doesn't do a whole lot, and breathing lightning doesn't seem to hurt it as much as I would have expected. So might have hoped.
Yep.
Does it look like it's coming to kill us? Or does it look like it's just kind of standing there?
Give me an insight check.
I mean, now that it's been attacked, it's probably like, well, I might not have killed you before, but now.
Yeah, give me insight. See if you can insight this spirit to figure out what it wants.
Can I? Oh, actually, not too bad.
14. Yeah, even though it's sort of got a helm on, there's sort of these, red glowing eyes. It's sort of the demeanor of it with the weapon out. It seems like it's ready to attack. It seems like it is in fight mode.
Okay, so it's not even a matter. It's just blocking the way. It's like it's come here to murder us horribly.
Yes.
All right then. Let's not have that. I'm just trying to think of what other kind of you know what? Why not? Let's do some experimentation. I'll shoot it with a ray of frost.
Okay.
Well, lightning doesn't seem to hurt it. Does frost hurt it?
All right.
Does cold damage hurt it?
Give it a go. It's a roll to hit, I think. Yep.
Yep, it is.
26. You definitely hit it like square on, ray of frost. It seems to be absorbed into the spirit. It doesn't even it's not that it even passed through it. It sort of seems to be absorbed into it, and not that it makes it stronger, but it has no effect.
Okay. Then out to everyone. It appears to be resistant to normal weapons, lightning, and is completely immune to cold.
All right.
I have to say,
all I need to know is, do weapons have any effect?
Seems like they do.
I'll move over to this corner.
And it looks like Jacob's homunculus is next. I can't remember your homunculus's name.
Edgar.
Edgar.
It's the bat boy.
Yes.
Ooh. And Edgar does force damage.
Yes.
Well, I believe Edgar cannot move until it's my turn.
Oh, okay.
I think I move it as a bonus action.
Sure.
Let me just double check. Extras, Edgar. Oh, it doesn't go separately. It shares my initiative and goes immediately after me. So this actually should be an 8.
Oh, you're going to change it? All right, there we go.
If you want to slide it down. Sorry, not me.
That's okay. Boop. There we go. So, all right. Talon, you're sort of just coming around the corner as this starts to happen. You've got a sort of semi line of sight to see what's going on. What would you like to do? You've got allies in front of you. You could charge right through them.
Yeah, well, Talon will kind of ask, are we fighting this?
Well, I mean, it's already given a bit of a explanation of the things that will harm it.
Yeah, and Gildy, standing next to Tor, who just attacked it.
Yeah,
says,
well, assuming that Talon was walking down and basically...
Yeah, I think so.
The attack really happened just before or as he was kind of coming out, so he might not have quite seen it.
Okay, that makes sense.
I do like Gildy's sort of matter of fact. Yeah, I think so.
So
well, Gildy's she's in the process of taking out her sword, preparing for her turn, basically.
Yeah.
Talon is right. Is a really big, kind of scary, spirity thing.
Yep.
All right. So looking at the position of people, if Talon wanted to get into hand to hand,
yeah,
it's a weird corner, but with this particular square,
yep, that
all
would work.
Then Talon will kind of rush in because he wants to get out of people's way. Boop. And Talon will try and punch this thing.
All right, punch away.
Punch.
That unfortunately does not hit.
Critical miss with maximum damage.
But you've got some other punches you can take.
He punches the wall by accident.
Yeah, you a bit of stone comes flying off as your fist goes through the corner of the wall there.
Yeah, that wasn't so good. That's just weird. I'm just still thrown off. All right, but Talon will try again.
That definitely hits.
Yes.
Are your punches magical?
They are.
That seems to do full damage.
Excellent. Yes, hooray for level 6. Key empowered strikes.
Yep. Yeah, you could take another one if you like. Seeing as you're doing full damage.
No, Talon will hold off on using any key points.
Okay. But even without using a key point, you can still use flurry of blows to take. I don't think it's a key point.
The flurry of blows, don't I need to...
Sorry, not your flurry of blows, but you get one extra attack from your martial arts-ness. If you just use a bonus action. So if you use the bonus action, you can take an extra attack even without using a key point. If you use a key point, it gives you 2 extra attacks.
Right. I know, in my head it's always if I do a full round of attacks, I get the bonus. But I guess, yeah, I do get it. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, then one more.
One more time. 12 doesn't quite hit, unfortunately.
That's all right.
Yeah, you sort of you punch the wall, you punch it nice and solidly, and then you sort of miss the wall, but you don't quite hit it.
Yes.
All right. And moving on to Gildy is next.
Yeah, so
What worked for
given
Talon?
given that the spirit is right in front of her, she's going to take out her short sword. She, while having
I'll give you, because you're a Gloomstalker, because you know about sort of first attack initiative sorts of things. I'm going to give you an intelligence check.
All right.
You may not necessarily have dealt with ghosts before. Nope. Okay. You haven't dealt with ghosts before. Nope. You're fine. You're just going to attack it as you are. That's perfectly fine.
Yep.
Nothing
Great,
to
go ahead
worry
with that.
about.
Gildy's very wise, but she's not really intelligent per se. All right, yeah. Short sword. That is +6 to hit. Oh.
Yeah. That's going to miss. But you have another attack.
Oh, yes, that is true. I do. Oh, and I have 2
3
more
attacks.
because of
First round. And you're going before
this
it.
one. So she's going to try swiping with her short sword again.
That definitely hits.
Nice. As I'm in the middle of typing this, I remember I have a macro for it, but we're too far in now.
All right, 4 damage.
Damage.
And that's a regular short sword, correct?
Yes, just a regular short sword. And then I'll use the macro for the last one. So that's
That
AC
unfortunately
10.
misses. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Did you want to
yeah.
move at all? If you move
Yup.
away, that will provoke an attack of opportunity, but
Oh, that's true. She'll stay here for now.
okay. Oh, Cass. All right. Cass is going to probably had all of her stuff activated. So, I've got it right here. Yes, that is a magical thing. But seeing as people are all up in there. No. Give me a sec. Yeah, she can only get to there. All right, so we're going to move up to there for now and just try a couple Eldritch Blasts at it. Wow, that was super pathetic. Apparently, she's a bit intimidated by this ghost thingy and completely misses. Okay.
Seems like everybody is.
Alphonse.
Yes. Okay, so Alphonse. Where is he? Oh, he's there. He's good. So Alphonse is gonna cast Moonbeam.
Nice.
Yeah, so he's gonna cast Moonbeam, like basically. Wait, what is it? 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder. So basically, just in the middle of.
Right where that is. Yep. I'm just gonna draw it on here. I think if I do this and this. Yeah, there we go. That's where the moonbeam is.
Cool. And so then that was. I feel like we had this discussion before. So it's
It
when
will
a creature.
take damage at the beginning of its turn.
Okay. Cool.
But roll damage now so I know how much it takes. And
Sounds
what type
good.
of damage is it?
Yes. So it is radiant damage.
Nice. Okay.
And let me double check. If I cast it at 3rd level, which you probably will, it's going to be 3d10.
Nice.
3d10. So 19 damage.
19.
Okay. And then it's the save is a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw fails, takes kind of full damage. Okay.
Yeah. And then half damage if it succeeds on its.
Yeah. All right. So when it takes damage, it will take full damage at the beginning of its turn. Is Alphonse going to move around at all?
No, I think he's just gonna hang out.
Okay. Jacob.
I'm gonna take a run over here-ish. And before I waste any big spells, I'm just gonna do a regular firebolt at it.
Nice.
We're just trying all the different damage types.
Come on, fire!
Nice.
Does this hurt?
That hits. Hits, does damage, does not seem to do as much damage as you think.
Okay, well that's something then.
Yep.
Nice.
One of the reasons I love ghosts, they've got a lot of fun little...
I'm just really enjoying all of our researches. We're just kind of testing it out. We're like, does this hurt you? Does this hurt you? Does this hurt you?
and I'm close to Leon now. Leon, I do believe fire does a little bit of damage to it. What's your notes say? Oh,
yes, it does appear resistant. I agree.
I'm actually picturing Leon conjuring like a Freud bed for the ghost to lay in. So, did that attack me? How did that make you feel?
Did it hurt you? Were you resistant to the
advances of this magical spell?
And then Edgar.
As my bonus action, I will tell Edgar to attack with Force Bolt on its turn.
Okay.
Yet another type of damage.
Another type of damage. It is ranged. Edgar.
Oh. Yeah, that definitely hits. And that 3 damage is done in full.
Yeah, nice.
Force seems
Leon, force damage is the way to go.
I agree. I'm glad I prepared magic missile today.
And then Alphonse shouts out, he's like, Radiant works too.
Well, technically he doesn't know that
yet.
yet. It hasn't gotten to his turn, but yes.
Oh, that's a good point. He doesn't shout that out yet. He says, we'll see about Radiant.
And the Guardian's like, people, I'm in the room. I can hear you.
And I love how the peanut gallery is all along the back wall. The people in the front are kind of scared and they're attacking but not doing very well. The people in the back like, put you. Oh, that hurt it. Oh, what? That one. It seemed to resistant to that. What do you think? Oh, I agree. Definitely. Somebody's like, can we take this fight a bit more seriously, please?
All right. I believe Belinda is next.
All right. So, Belinda doesn't have a lot of experience with spirits.
Well, Belinda doesn't even know what's going on yet. She's around a couple of corners.
True.
I mean, they can definitely hear us talking where it's like, I think fire damage hurts it. I agree.
All right. Belinda can make it that far and be kind of stunned. Like, what the heck is that?
That is an apt response.
I think we said that we did establish she does have a bow or something, but
yes.
But no, as a part of her, like kind of a bit more scared and also just defensive, she's gonna bring out her greatsword, but with a bit of a hesitation of, is this gonna help me? And she'll just be at the ready for her next action.
Yep, sounds good. Take the dodge action, perhaps. Since I don't think you've actually taken an action yet.
Then yes, absolutely.
Sure. All right. Things apparently reordered a little bit when I reordered things. I'm perfectly okay to have the being go last, which means Melinda's next.
Okay, so Melinda is going to basically tell the Furbolg to get moving.
Sounds good.
So she's not going to get it. And it's like, Belinda, what? Every time. You, move forward. I need to get a look at this thing.
Yep. We will move in a moment. Mint.
Totally.
Yay. All right. So the map. Whoops. I thought I had selected it. There we go. All right. I'm not exactly close enough, nor I mean, can I get a clear shot at this thing? It looks like I could.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's people in the way, so I might just yell out, "Duck!"
Well, remember it's large, so it's like
Yeah,
8 feet
it's probably
tall.
looming
and,
Oh,
over
I could
top of
probably aim
people.
over their heads then.
And also, Gildy is
person,
small.
Yeah, Gildy is the person who's most in
Well,
your
so
way,
am I.
and she's 5 feet shorter than this.
No,
thing.
but that means you've got a good angle up, right, over Gildy.
Yeah.
And
That's fair.
yeah,
Alright.
Gildy and Cass are both small. So
Okay.
Oh yeah, so you got the clear line of the short people.
yes, Cass, despite having her alternate form for downtime, always fights as a halfling.
So we're basically all shooting over Gildy's head, taking pot shots directly over top of Gildy's head,
Yep.
and making observations on how the attacks go. That makes it even better.
Gildy's
Okay.
fine with it.
Did
I
I
think she's
hit?
a little used to this.
This is with your
Mystic gun.
mystic gun. Did we establish if it's actually a magical weapon? I think it is.
I don't know that it is. Like it behaves like a.
Oh,
like-
right. It's just because the bolts themselves aren't magical, but because it keeps the bolts in sort of a magical area, so you have lots of them to fire. Okay.
Yeah.
Still, that hits. That does some damage. So
Yay! And I could potentially attack again.
you can. Yeah.
All right. Boop. I'll take it.
Yep. Yep.
And
You could move if you'd like.
that's true. I have not moved yet. I could get out of the way to let other people into the room potentially, which is probably the best move I could make. So I am going to take position over here.
Yep.
Okay. And that way more people can file in. All right. I'm happy with that.
And it goes. Okay.
Oh, no.
It takes
Hooray.
damage. I'll remember that.
And then
Takes-
the peanut gallery in the back are all like, "Ooh, radiant damage certainly
Yep.
hurts it."
Team,
that
we're
sort
in a
of seems
really
to-
convenient cone shape attacking it.
What? No, not at all.
all right.
It's
Don't
attack pattern
Good,
umlaut.
you in the peanut gallery.
We are not in a cone shape at all.
It's attack pattern umlaut. It's great.
Oh,
Uh,
that's not cool.
3.
That's getting a little personal.
That changes what I was going to do next turn.
5. 6.
Fingers crossed.
7.
Oh,
Okay.
Just concerning.
got a bad feeling about it.
When people
Okay,
start
We've
getting
so-
numbers assigned to them,
We've been ectoplasmed.
Pretty much. It seems to move through the group of you, and as it does, you feel this like icy chill pass over you, and everybody can make a charisma saving throw. Not everybody, actually. Sorry. So Gildy, Torok, Talon, Kess, Belinda, Alphonse, Edgar, and Jacob can make charisma saving throws.
Leon is definitely observing this and is probably going to be making comments about what appears to be happening to people as they take damage.
why?
All right, Torok, you take 14 points of psychic damage.
Oh no.
Talon, you take 14
Uh-oh.
points of psychic damage. Jacob, you take 14 points of psychic damage. Gildy and Alphonse both take 14 points of psychic damage.
Wow.
We're not a charismatic group.
And Edgar takes half, so 7 points of psychic damage.
Go, Edgar.
Edgar has a
Edgar's-
minus 2 to his charisma.
Wow.
I am so lucky it didn't go through me.
Yes.
Sorry, how much
Yeah.
did Edgar take? 7?
7, yep.
And leaves him at...
And it is currently in sort of sharing the space of Jacob and Edgar. Okay.
And that
Right.
pink circle is
Oh.
where the moonbeam is, right?
Kess takes 7 points of psychic damage. Yes, the pink circle is where the moonbeam is. Just making sure I got everybody. Alphonse, yes. Did we get Belinda's? You're still
Hang on.
there.
Alan?
What is the DC? Yep. So Belinda takes 14 points of psychic damage.
Okay. Ow.
Okay, that is everybody. And back to the top of the order. The Fearbog is like, all right, I'll get moving and move in here. Got a speed of 30, which is, yeah, fairly normal. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, he'll move all the way up and sort of see what's going on and be like, oh, crap, this looks crappy.
Okay. I mean, like, basically Melinda would be suggesting like here kind of place. Like he doesn't need to, he's still manacled. So she's not expecting him to engage.
No. All right.
No.
So yeah, we'll say he moved into a little bit and then sort of went back into that corner. All right. Okay. Torok. Oh, I suppose that is true. So everybody that it passed through, except for Jacob and Edgar, and Kess, oddly enough, can get an attack of opportunity on it. It did leave your threatened squares, so let's resolve that.
Can I do spells as an attack of opportunity?
I believe you can if you've got the Warcaster feat.
That's unlikely.
Yep. You could punch it. Oh, no, because it didn't leave your threatened square anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
So Jacob and Edgar do not, yep. Talon does 6, okay.
Well, actually, no, Talon got a critical, so the 6
Oh,
is...
yes. So, yeah. Torok does 10. Gildy does 7.
And
You trying to figure out your critical talent, or?
I am, and I'm struggling because I'm on Belinda's character sheet, and I'm like, this doesn't make any sense.
That would do it.
So I can't remember. So is it roll or roll and bonus?
It's roll twice and then add your modifier, your bonus.
Okay. So plus 3, so 9 total.
9 total. Okay. All right, and Alphonse, and then Alphonse and Melinda as well. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So first, I'm gonna do a Constitution. What is it? Sorry, I'm just looking up the rules for concentration because Alphonse spells
it's a Constitution save. Yep.
Yeah. So he's gonna do a con save.
And it's just one attack, even if you normally have 2, right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
So that's his save.
That's good enough.
Okay. So, I don't think, I'm not sure what he would do with an attack of opportunity. So
Actually, I'm not sure if that is good enough. No, I need to look up. I think it's
I
10
have the
plus
rule
half
here.
the damage. So
you must make the DC equals 10 or half the damage you take, whichever number is higher.
all right, no, it's not 10 plus. So yes, you're good. 10 or half. So 10 was higher. You've made it. Yep.
Yep.
I don't know why I thought it was 10 plus half. All right.
Yeah. So next he'll just on his turn he'll do stuff, but he's not going to take an attack of opportunity.
Okay. And Belinda.
You had a great sword ready.
Yeah. This is what it was all about.
Yep. So she is going to move forward.
Oh no, she can't move, but it moved through her space. So.
Oh, right.
Is it attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Quite right. Yes. All right.
The Furbolg was not there yet.
No.
So
yes.
so she can't cut through my manacles a second time. No matter how badly she rolls.
13 hits.
Ooh, nice. Nine damage.
Damage. Nice. All
Does she
right.
get to reroll ones on her damage with her sword?
I think she does.
Does she?
Yeah.
Does she have the fighting style Great Weapon Master so she can reroll ones and twos on her damage dice?
Look at that. I score a critical hit movement.
That would be fighting style, great woman fighting. Yep. So you can re-roll that one.
Oh, all right.
Oh, that reminds me. Gildy and Alphonse are halflings,
Yes.
which means they're lucky. Alphonse crit failed his charisma check. Is it too late for me to reroll that?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
All right. So add 5 damage. Well, that makes the total. Total would have been 14.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Alphonse takes half damage.
Half damage. So
Nice.
it was 14 and now it's 7.
7, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, now that all that's been resolved, Tora.
Oh. Tor is very tempted to rage in order to be able to get a magic attack. I think he's going to risk trying for the Shadow Weave weapon so that he can do psychic damage.
So
All right.
see.
I don't think you've done that one a lot before, though. So you've got, what, a 5% chance?
No, that one's 10.
10, all right.
Goodness.
Come on, you can do it.
Good luck.
83. No. All right, so random roll. Let's see what happens.
Oh, no. No.
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, yes.
Don't kill us, Torok, please.
8.
Okay. So at this point, Torok would be facing the creature, and this is a beam of light. So unfortunately, sorry, Jacob. So it's only 5 foot wide.
Yeah.
But it's 60 feet long.
Okay.
And each creature in line must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take 2d8 radiant damage.
Still radiant damage? That's good. Yep. All right. So Constitution saving throw.
So Torok does the Care Bear stare.
The spirit fails.
Excellent.
All right.
And Jacob, how is Jacob doing?
Where is it? There's holy 20 plus. What is my Constitution? Oh, that's not bad.
Nice. I'm assuming that succeeds.
Yes.
Half damage? Did you say?
Yeah. Yes. You take no damage. But if you do not get the save, you take 2d8 radiant damage and blind.
Yeah.
So the spirit
Well
is
then.
blind.
You have blinded the spirit. Nice. All right. Give me a sec.
That brings that up to a 10% next time if I want to try for it directly.
How rough is Jacob looking?
Not too bad. I didn't take any damage on that one.
Right.
About 2/3 of my hit points are left.
Okay.
I got some heals.
And be blinded until the start of your next turn. Cool. All right. So yeah, it is blinded. You have blinded the spirit guardian. Very nice. And did we roll damage? Sorry.
Yeah, it's 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Nice.
And now I can move up to it and take my 2 attacks.
Yeah.
So that's a bonus action.
Yep.
So if it's blinded, do we have advantage then? Is that how that works?
That, I believe, is the case. Blinded. Can't see, automatically fails any ability check that requires sight. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Woohoo.
And it has disadvantage. If it was
Alright.
rolling to attack, which it isn't. But it still has to sort of guess where people are now.
Sorry, just gotta get my macros up. And
Alright, I think I know how
any
to handle
great
that.
axe with advantage.
That definitely hits.
And second attack. And I think these are all +2 damage as well.
Oh, right, yep. So that definitely hits. So +2 is 14. Okay. Nice. You're definitely doing more damage to it now, even though you're not doing as much as you should be doing. All right. That is you. I'm assuming you are done.
Yes.
Leon.
Now, these squares directly below me that have like stone and stuff, how many of them can I actually pass through without any kind of a check?
You can get through this guy, no problem. This guy would be a bit of a check, but you could move diagonally to this guy and probably be fine.
Okay. But then I'm in a threatened square. Is the blinded? Do I think the blinded ghost is going to be making attacks of opportunity?
Probably not, but
Okay.
who knows?
Do we know whether we can pass through the moonbeam?
No. Can you designate people that aren't affected?
I don't think so, but I'll double check.
Okay. So if I pass through there, if I walk through that area, am I taking radiant damage?
Yes.
Yes.
You
Well,
get a
that's
save.
no good. Well, I don't like that so much. Then I'm definitely asking, Jacob, would you like to be extricated from the ghost?
That would be splendid.
All right. Then I will move down here.
Yep.
Then I will benign transposition with Jacob. So Jacob is now down here,
Okay.
and I am instead there. And then for my bonus action, I Misty Step, and I am now down here.
Nice. All right. Well done. You can see the rest of that hallway now.
Yes, I'm definitely turning to look and see what else is down here.
There's a door with a puzzle on it.
All right.
If you would like to try to solve the puzzle quickly, you can. That is where the DC for the puzzle comes into play.
All right. How close do I have to be to the door to try and solve the puzzle?
Right next to it.
All right. Well, darn. Now is when I wish I had Ranu, because Ranu could sit right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You're done?
I'm going to call out to Gildy in Primordial. I love having a language that most things don't speak. And say, there is a door with another puzzle. I think I might try and solve it and see if that, if we can get past, but the spirit, I think I'm going to try the puzzle. And I leave it at that.
All right.
Because I'm like, right, it's a ghost. It can pass through things. Ha ha ha.
Gildy shouts
Right.
back, well, we'll keep it busy.
And it's Gildy's turn.
Yes.
You can now use your bow without penalty if you would like.
Doesn't
Yes.
Talon get to go?
Oh, sorry. I was hovering over top of Talon and didn't see him. It is Talon's turn.
Yay! All right. Talon's gonna move through and around and take this position, partly in hopes that the ghost will be like, "Oh, not too many people are that way. If I'm gonna move, I'm gonna move the other way." That's his hope. And then he's going to try and punch.
All right, you get at least 3
With advantage. Hooray.
with advantage. Oh yeah.
I need to change the macro slightly, but yeah, 21 to hit.
Yep, definitely hits. 6
for
damage.
6 damage. Yeah. 13.
13 hits.
Hooray for 6 damage.
All right.
And oh,
Ooh.
and another d6.
13 damage.
Nice.
That was significant.
That blinded ghost.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, where did that? Oh, now there's somebody. Wait, what's it? Where did they go? Wham, wham, wham. That's not that little guy that was there. What's happening?
Okay. You're done for your turn.
Yes.
All right. You can use key point to do something you like.
I was debating, but because they've already got disadvantage, Town will just keep his key points.
Gildy.
Hey, so Gildy is going to use her bow.
So this does mean you are dropping your sword.
Okay.
Just in case that becomes significant later, your sword is not on you, it is at your feet.
Noted. All right. Ooh, and I have advantage, don't I?
You do.
Okay.
You have 3 attacks with advantage.
Yes.
And it's a magical bow.
It doesn't do magical damage though.
It is magical, so it will do full damage.
Oh. Sweet.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. I'm still
Sorry,
looking
I'm
at
just trying to
talents,
get
like,
the. Oh my goodness, what is it for?
Oh, what's you're looking for the macro for advantage?
Yeah. 1d20 keep
No,
highest.
2d20
Oh, 2.
H1.
Thank you. All right, that's the first attack.
Nice, definitely hits.
Ooh. The damage,
Nice.
and then this is the second attack.
Definitely hits. Another 8 damage.
Yeah. And then the last attack.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Okay, and that's it for Gildy.
This spirit is starting to look kind of hurt.
Oh, Leon is definitely having a moment of remembering someone else who was like, yeah, I didn't really get a good look at the spirit because I was busy murdering my people while I was doing a puzzle on the door. And Leon is like, oh, oops. Hopefully that doesn't happen here.
Kess, there we go. All right. Kess is going to... Now she's in range. Yep, she's in range. So, yep. Hits twice. Oh, she should have done that. She'll do that next time. For 11 and 12 damage. 23. And because she didn't think of it beforehand, she casts Hex out afterwards, and will be doing more damage next time. Actually, will she be doing more damage? Nope, never mind. Put that dice away. But she doesn't know that. Okay. But she's going to stay where she is. Jacob. No, sorry, not Jacob. Alphonse.
So, Alphonse. He was gonna move Moonbeam, but Edgar's right in the middle of Moonbeam. If he moved it there.
Well, and wouldn't he have to move it through Gildy and Tor on the
Oh,
way?
is that how moving the spells works? Is it like a linear?
I mean, I would think so. I would picture that it would just be like this beam, the shaft of light that you would just move.
Yeah, it just says move the beam up to 60 feet in any direction.
And what's the damage criteria when you read it?
When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there.
Yeah, so I think moving it through a creature would be the same as it entering the square.
Okay.
But I'm just going to take a quick look at Moonbeam. See if I see anything.
Yeah, but the way we've been doing is that, like, when he casts it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it should do damage when you cast it, because that's it being in the beam for the first time.
Yeah, actually, it just says on each of you can use your action to move it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't necessarily say that, yeah, you it needs
Whether
to be
it
in a linear thing.
teleports or, like, shifts.
All right.
So, DM, what do you think?
I will allow you to move it.
Without injuring people?
Yep.
Okay.
But there's not really a place you can put it that it isn't going to also injure at least Edgar.
Yes. So, Alphonse, seeing that Edgar is there, like where he wants to put the spell, he's going to shout to Jacob, and he's going to say, he's gonna say, your little bat boy, is he going to be hurt if I move my moonbeam there? I wouldn't want to hurt the bat boy.
I'm sure it would take damage. You could, if you hold off for just a second, I'll move it out of the way.
So you could do something else this round.
Well,
As long as you can break concentration and still.
Can Alphonse hold his action until after Jacob goes?
Yeah, actually, he can use his reaction to trigger his action. Although, let me take a quick look at held actions just to see if it's spell is okay. Usually, I think it's just the sort of a melee attack, but.
So you can ready casting a spell.
That's true. That is true. So probably fine. Yep. So yeah, you can hold your action until that trigger happens.
Yep. So Alphonse is going to do that. He's going to wait for Edgar to move out of the way.
All right.
Thank you, Alphonse. The meditation's been paying off beautifully. You are now one with the bad boy.
Happy to help, my friend.
And Jacob, it is your turn.
For me, I guess I will stay where I am. And if we have advantage, I guess I'll just do another firebolt on him, because Flaming Spear would be a really bad idea right now.
Yeah, that hits and does still a decent amount of damage.
And my bonus action, I'll be having Edgar do his force bolt again.
Yeah.
So Edgar on his turn will move down here. Does that provoke an attack of opportunity?
It does. The spirit is not going to attack.
Okay. So he'll do his force bolt.
That hits. 5 damage.
Wow.
All right.
My thing's moved, so now Alphonse gets to go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Trigger!
Yep, so Alphonse, yeah, exactly. He's going to move it right there.
Yeah, there we go. All right, so you want to keep previous damage, roll new damage?
I mean, the previous damage was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think we just been keeping 1 damage roll from, I'm trying to remember the last time we used it.
3d10, yeah, it was a 19, so
Yeah.
yeah, I'll just
Alright.
keep the previous damage.
And I will roll now. Fails his save, so he's gonna take full damage. Okay.
Nice.
Belinda.
Just as I was sneezing. All right. Linda is going to move through whatever Alphonse and get into melee range. And then Belinda is going to try and smack the spirit with her greatsword.
Knock that spirit down.
Nope.
She gets advantage though.
That's true.
Oh, that's true. That is true. So it'll be 12 damage if this hits.
Yep. Yep.
There we go.
That hits. 12 damage. All right.
Belinda's not a very good guard, I have to say.
No.
she just keeps leaving her charge.
Yeah.
So it's
She
Melinda's
likes
turn.
to fight the monsters. All
So
right.
It's Melinda's turn, right?
Yes.
Right.
So yeah, so Melinda comes down here and is like, Belinda, really? Come on!
What? You were there.
I sent him forward to you, and you walk away? That's terrifying. What is that?
Look, the Fearbulk is in front of you. You could watch the Fearbulk.
I am
What have you
watching the because one of us needs to.
Looks like, no, really, it's okay.
Okay, now
What was the Fearbulk's name again?
Thormald.
Thormald. So while they're bickering, Alphonse shouts out, "He has a name. His name is Thormald."
Rule 1, never get emotionally attached to your prisoners. So does it have disadvantage on dex saves or anything like that? Being blind? Or does it make dex saves as usual?
I think it said any save requiring sight, so I would assume so.
It's any check that requires sight.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say disadvantage on dex saves makes sense. If it's to see something coming and get out of the way. You can hear the bow twang and assume something is coming and try and get out of the way.
Well, I mean, it could, but I think actually Melinda is going to come down, see this thing, and be like, "You, come back with me." She's going to pop down here, take a look at this thing. 20, 25, 30. She's going to go here and basically be like, "Come back here," and then shoot it. Because she has that, because she uses Seeking Arrow. Shoots around the corner.
Nice.
Because she's seen it within the last minute.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the Fearbulk's like, "Don't shoot at me! What are you shooting at me?" And the arrow sort of turns and goes, "Oh, never mind. I'm good."
So yeah, it's a dex save DC 12.
All right, dex save with disadvantage. I'm pretty sure it fails. Yep, fails.
Nice. She successfully shoots around the corner and
Nice.
shoots the thing. Comes is like, "This is terrifying."
And that is a magical arrow.
Sweet. That's even better. Uh, 6 points of damage from the arrow, plus 2 force damage. I rolled 2 2s.
What's the force damage?
That's what the that's what it does. So if you fail your saving throw, you take arrow damage plus 1d6 force damage.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. All right.
And now she can stay there, and next round do that again.
Mint. You are right next to this nasty.
Big, brutish, nasty spirit ectoplasm spewing thing.
Yep.
I think that's a good descriptor.
Did you
Kind of
say
covers all the
British?
bases.
British, yes. I believe that was in there.
I
What?
heard that too.
I did
I-
not.
Yeah.
think
I
it was
did not say
British.
British.
I think you might have meant to say brutish. It came out very
I
British.
said brutish.
Oh no, it totally sounded like this British.
Hello, I'm a ghost, and I would like to.
I'm a
suck your
frightening
life.
spirit. Be scared of me.
From the Ministry of Frightening Spirits.
Okie dokie.
Okay. I currently am armed with the mystic gun, but considering the range, I could just drop it
You-
and draw my sword.
Or fire at it, which would be disadvantage and advantage. So you would cancel
would
each other
negate.
out. Yeah,
Sure, I could just do that.
just a straight roll for your 2 attacks.
Cool. Oh, wait. I had copied the wrong thing. That is not the right thing to copy. I'm gonna copy something else.
Okay.
Alright. Attack with Mystic Gun. So glad I saved all these. Ta-da! Oh. Oh.
Alright. First attack misses. Do you have another?
I also rolled a natural 1, but then it came up to a 7, so does that...
I don't think we have any particularly special things for your mystic attack, but Belinda is right in the direction, and things do sort of go through this being. So select high or low for me, please.
Hi?
Okay. You managed to miss Belinda.
Whew. Okay.
That's how,
Oh, go ahead.
I said that's how Belinda feels too.
I still get a second attack,
Yes.
though, right? All right.
Yeah, bolt comes flying past Belinda's head.
Belinda's like, be careful with this one.
Why?
And then she's not careful. With
And
this
because
one.
she's yelling at me, I'm distracted.
That's
Yeah, I'm not even going to make you
amazing.
roll for this one. Belinda takes 5 points of damage.
Oh.
Two natural ones in a row. That's just, oh god.
Yeah.
You were distracted by the big British thing in front of you.
Belinda's great.
That's so. What I'm thinking though is there is action surge, which I can use to take 1 more additional action.
Oh yeah, go for it.
I'm going to drop. No, this is what's going to happen. She's like, screw this. She's going to drop her mystic gun, and she is going to pick up her rapier and try to hit it.
So you get 2 attacks with the rapier.
All right.
If you're dropping the gun, which is now on the floor,
Oh, do I have advantage now?
throwing the gun on the floor, yes, you have advantage.
Okay. Yeah, gun is on the floor, and I get 2 attacks now with the rapier.
Yep.
Okay, I am happy about this.
That was amazing.
It's just awful.
Did Mint have advantage with the mystic gun?
No, because
No.
disadvantage takes away from being close range with the long
Gotcha.
range. You know,
Yes.
now I have
then
advantage
for-
with my rapier.
And unfortunately, Mint is not a halfling.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, 15 hits.
All right, so that takes 7 damage, and then the second time with the rapier, I don't know that one made it. Oh no, it's 15. So it'd
Same
be...
attack, so
Okay,
yes.
we're good. Yay!
Right, there you go.
Cool.
Slowly whittling this thing down. And
The best part is my next turn when I tell Belinda to just hold still and I chuck a rock at her.
and you heal the ghost. Are you going to move at all?
No, I'm gonna stay put. I mean, it could walk through me, but meh.
All right. So, being blind, it is going to continue on the path that it was continuing on before. So, 1, 2, 3. Realizes it's in a wall. 4.
Oh no!
It's okay. It can only pass through you once. 5, 6, 7. Realizes it's in a wall, and then 8.
No! Well, why does it love Jacob so much?
It's blind. It's randomly hitting walls and bouncing off and going in other directions. So Jacob, Mint, and Talon, charisma saving throw.
I at least have charisma. Hopefully.
Talon doesn't make it.
Jacob does.
One moment.
Talon curses very uncharismatically as it passes through him.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't think
And
that's
it
good.
fails. Okay, so Mint and Talon, you take 17 points of damage.
Yay.
Jacob, you take half that, which is 8. 8
Okay.
It's psychic damage again, right?
psychic damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Does Mint have a +0 on her charisma? That's just a straight D20.
No, my
Your
charisma is
saving throw?
+0 actually.
Okay.
Yeah, it's something else I have with charisma that gives me an advantage on certain rolls, but not this one.
Does anyone have a charisma modifier in this group?
Not a particularly charismatic group.
Talon has a +3.
Really?
You might be the most charismatic one.
This is the perfect monster for us.
Talon actually has a +3 charisma
Oh
modifier?
yeah.
Wow. Cool.
Okay.
Right.
And
Leon,
since
Leon has a +1.
that is the end of the round, and we're at sort of roughly a good spot, we are going to take our break there, and we'll come back in 5 minutes and continue on with this fight with the spirit that is looking more and more hurt. So hopefully we can take it down quickly in the next round. All right. So yes, we'll be back in 5 really quick, and we'll see you then. Hello, and welcome back to the next level. We are in the middle of an epic battle with a spirit guardians. We'll get right back into things with the Fearbulg, who does nothing. Turok.
All right.
And now the spirit is no longer blinded.
Right. So this would be normal attacks with the
Yep.
great axe.
That unfortunately misses. But you can try again. Oh,
Yeah.
didn't see that you. Yeah, nope. Unfortunately, two
Yeah.
swings and a miss. You're trying very carefully not to hit Jacob, who's sort of right there and inside the ghost, and you just it doesn't quite connect the way you hoped. Did you want to move at all?
No, not at
Okay.
this point.
Do you get any bonus to attack from strength when you're raging?
I get bonus to damage. Let me check.
Yeah, because some of those are close enough that if you get a little bit of something, then
Rage.
I think it's just
+2 melee damage with strength.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Leon, are you going to go solve the door?
How hurt does Jacob look now?
Still okay.
All right.
Solve that door. Solve that door. Solve that door.
So yeah, I think if Jacob is still looking okay, and he can theoretically get away from it on his turn, then I think Leon is going to very dramatically say, "I'm going to go solve the puzzle on this door," in the hopes that she can draw it like down towards her, so it's not
Okay.
passing through her friends anymore.
Yep.
Because she's seen that's how it hurts things. So, and then she will go and try and solve the door.
All right, give me an intelligence check.
Go. Oh, switch it to a D20, not a D8. That will help. I never roll well on intelligence checks.
That, unfortunately, yes, does not solve the door. You're still like, you're feeling just a little too much pressure and trying to do this quickly and moving the things around. You're like, nope, this is not what I needed. It's not quite there yet.
Looking for the ghost. Is it coming after me? Is it coming to kill me?
We'll find out in a moment. Talon.
Talon is going to move here, where he assumes he can attack the thingy. And then Talon is going to try and punch it.
All right, at least 3 punches. That hits. That hits. That hits.
Hooray!
18 damage. All right. Anything special?
How bad does the spirit look right now?
Now remember, you've already used at least a bonus action by doing 3. How bad does it look? It's starting to look pretty hurt.
Yeah, Talon will just...
So an extra attack?
Sure, why not?
All right.
And miss, right? Yeah, miss.
3 really great hits and then a miss. Oh, that's...
There you go.
All right. Gildy.
Gildy is going to fire her bow at it.
Ah, nice. So
Ooh.
roll an extra dice.
Oop. That was almost a 1d28.
Nice.
sweet.
That is very good. 18 damage, yeah. That's how much Talon did in his 3 attacks.
All 3, yeah.
Okay. And then she's gonna keep shooting at it.
Yeah?
She's got two more attacks that she can do.
Yep. That hits.
Cool. And then one more. Ooh.
Oh my lord!
Gildy's hitting really well.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. I don't think that's a type of one she gets to reroll.
No, not for damage.
Attack, ability, or saving.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it for Gildy.
Okay. Kiss. Yeah, she can slip in there. Oh my lord. Luckily, none of those was a natural one, but she... Oh, actually, she might not miss. She's got a decent +2 attack. One of those actually hits. And minimum damage. Oh. All right.
Kess doesn't like
is-
ghosts. They
Yeah,
freak her
she's
out.
a little freaked out by ghosts, apparently. Jacob.
I think it's Alphonse first.
Sorry, that's what I meant. I see Alphonse's face, and for some reason I say Jacob.
But regardless, Alphonse is going to shout to Jacob, "Hey, if you could move out of the way, that would be really great." And then he's going to hold his action until Jacob's not in the way.
Done. Yep.
Okay, Jacob, 30 feet. We're gonna back up a little bit.
Yep.
So we're gonna head over to here. Firebolt's been working well, so I'm gonna continue that.
It is going to take an attack of opportunity at you.
Okay.
And hit. Ow.
When it did moves before through us, we didn't do another round of attacks of opportunity against it.
That is true. Only you would have gotten one. So if you
Good.
want to roll that.
Sure.
Meanwhile, Jacob, you take 14 points of psychic damage.
Ooh, what AC did it hit?
Oh, that's a good question. It rolled relatively high, so I'd assumed it
I'm
hit
just curious.
20.
It did hit.
Yeah.
Sorry, how much damage?
14 psychic damage. And this was sort of it's wielding its weapon and sort of slicing through where you were, but it still seems to do psychic damage to you.
Okay.
Would Belinda Guard have gotten an attack of opportunity as well? Because she was right beside it?
And I moved away from her. Yes, that's true.
That is true,
Belinda,
actually.
Belinda would have gotten one.
So Will gets 2 attacks of opportunity.
Yes,
Yes.
Talon missed. Belinda also critically missed. You know why? Because you got shot with this mystic gun and it threw.
Okay. So yeah, sorry, back to Jacob.
Okay. I'm going to do just another firebolt at it.
Yeah.
No advantage this time, I'm assuming.
Correct.
So run back, take a slice of psychic damage, turn around, get out the Rubik's Cube, and not bad.
Yeah. All right.
And then for my bonus action, I'm not going to direct not going to direct Edgar to attack. Instead, I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Not a ton, but a little bit.
All right.
5 points of healing.
Right. Then we are at Belinda again.
Oh, Edgar
Alphonse
will
is
move
gonna.
Oh, yes, and Alphonse, yes. There. Okay, and it makes it safe. So it
So
will take half of 19 on its turn. So 9. All right. Anything else, Alphonse? No, Alphonse had already gone. He was
Yeah,
just,
he's all set.
held. Okay, Belinda. Yes, I'm looking at you. Hi,
Who?
Belinda.
Oh, Belinda? Really?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay, I guess makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Jay Pickle. Yes. Right. Belinda is going to move here,
Yeah.
and then Belinda is going to try and strike with her great sword
That hits.
for 5-ish damage.
You get to re-roll both of those ones.
Oh, yes. Do I get to roll it again?
Let me read exactly how it's worded.
I don't think so.
I don't
I'm
think
pretty
so.
sure it's
They're-
just once.
All right.
I think you messed up. I think you messed up. Take out the X. The
The
Yeah, this little
apostrophe.
apostrophe.
yeah. I think. Now that was correct. That was
Wow.
correct
Showing
that time.
red, so I think you're right. It didn't actually
Yes.
take it.
Yeah.
All right, so there we go.
Wow.
Yay!
So 4 plus 3 is 7 points of damage. Okay,
Linda.
this is you get hit with one of Mint's bolts. You get really messed up. It's okay. Melinda.
Melinda shoots it again. It can make a DC 12 dex save.
I think it fails, even though it doesn't have. Yep, it fails.
Yes, I thought it was. So an arrow comes flying past Jacob down the hallway, goes around the corner,
I don't know if it takes a detour around Torok's head, and
and hits the thing. That's amazing.
yeah.
All right. I really didn't think that was gonna work, so that was fantastic.
See, sometimes things work out for you.
Oh, for Melinda, yes.
Melinda.
For Melinda, they always work. Like, I roll amazingly for Melinda. You fail DC 12. Oh yeah, of course you're gonna fail that saving throw. But yeah, no, when it's Leon, then you're like, oh, they have a -2. Oh, they made their save every time. But I'm continuing to roll 2s for. Again, I rolled 2 2s for my damage. I have only rolled 2s on 4 dice. For her damage.
Okay, Mint.
Oh,
are-
we can't
are
hear you.
Muted.
She's not muted though.
She's not muted.
Is your audio device the correct one? Is there a mute on your headset?
Yeah.
Wonder if it. Can you hear me now?
Oh,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Same
popped
problem
in.
I have. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So anywho, I'm right next to the creature and I have my
Yes.
rapier out, so I think
Yes.
I would like to strike at it.
Yes.
Now I do not have at this time the advantage I had
Advantage, no.
before, correct? Okay, so just going to make a quick adjustment. Rapier to hit, no advantage. Twice. There's the first one.
Nice.
Ooh, very nice. Not a natural, but I'll take it. I think that misses.
That misses, yeah.
All right. At least I hit for 6. And didn't injure anybody else.
Yay.
It's a win.
It's a win. All right. How is it going to move? 1, 2, 3. Oops, I'm now moving guilty. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So, everybody so Dallin, Mint, Belinda, Turok, Kess, and Gildy, you all make a save and will get an attack of opportunity. And Leon can make a save, but doesn't get an attack of opportunity.
It's never moved this far before.
It always moves as 8.
Oh, does it?
Yep, it's got a speed of 40.
Oh, I thought it was moving 6 for some reason. Oh well.
All right.
I think
so,
Turok has failed his again.
Gildy's good. Turok fails. Talon fails. Talon
The
punches,
charisma saving
right.
throw.
Mint successful. All right, so I'll just Gildy, you take 8. Turok takes 17. Talon takes 17.
Okay, Talon is going to use a reaction and use Stone's Endurance
Yep.
to reduce the damage. down to 12.
Mint, yep, takes 8. Leon takes 8. Yep. And Belinda is the other one we need, and Cass.
Question.
Yep.
So I'm basically trying to figure out which weapon Gildy uses for her reaction. I feel like probably switching weapons to the one she had previously dropped is probably too much for a reaction. Okay. So if she uses her bow, is that going to be at disadvantage? Because the
You can
reaction
only
is
do a melee attack, so you could try and punch it, but otherwise, yeah.
Okay. Well, as long as it's like it's an attack of opportunity, and so Gildy's gonna look at the bow in her hand and look at the sword on the ground that she doesn't have time to pick up and be like, well, crap, and then she is going to just punch it.
All right. Mint. Okay.
Whoops. And swings and kind of does that thing where she swings so hard that it the momentum kind of pulls her body, but she totally misses.
Yeah, used to doing fisticuffs, and you just a little too much around. All
She's
right.
very good with the bow, but with the fist, she's like, what?
So Mint.
She's just
Turok-
little too, so she's just like, ah.
Mint, Turok, and Belinda, I think, have not done their attack of opportunity yet.
Turok, 17 for 7.
Yep. Okay.
I had rolled, but I think the 11 missed.
Yes, sorry, you did. And Belinda, did we get that one?
Oh, sorry, Belinda?
Yeah.
Yes, correct. Apparently 2 characters is more than my brain can handle.
Oh, Belinda.
There we go.
Nice. Right. Okay. Spirit is looking very, very hurt. And yeah. Back to the top, which would be Torok.
All right. I think it's
So-
second.
Leon is actually, this is great because now the spirit has actually placed themselves to be able to be hit by my most powerful spell, damaging spell that I can like never use because everyone else is always so darn close to me. So Leon is definitely like, please stay back. I can hurt this thing.
So, knowing that, what would Torok like to do?
Well, Torok can step to the left and then throw a spear at it.
You can also throw your axe.
Oh, that's true.
Keep in mind too, the pink circle is the moonbeam that will cause radiant damage to you if you go into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can move through allies, though.
Yeah, you can move down. And, yeah. I think it's you don't need to be super far away from.
No.
Yeah.
Leon, would your attack injure Torok's axe?
No, because his axe will be coming in and then exiting before I even take an action.
The axe does not return.
Oh,
Unlike some boomerangs.
Yeah. It is thrown, it is not returning.
But he does not do the throw often.
Yeah.
This would be a good time for it.
Come on. You can do it. Throw the axe.
Throwing
Throw
the
the
axe.
axe. Nice. Oh. All right, yeah, it like definitely hits the spirit and sort of flies through it and like smacks into the door, sort of sticking there a little bit, making the puzzle a little harder to solve, at least temporarily.
okay.
All right.
So as part of my movement, can I grab the axe out of the door?
Yeah, I'd allow that. You're interacting with one item. You can do that.
Sweet.
All right.
Did I do? Oh,
Thunderstep. Nice.
Wow. And I did like pitifully. I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3.
Okay.
so Torok still has an attack. Just
Okay.
saying.
Yes. Yes, you can use your other attack, which I think is just a javelin at this point.
Yeah, I think that's really
Ranged.
his
Yeah.
Yeah.
javelin.
Wow. Of course, I finally get to use it, and it's pitiful. I'm like, stay back, everyone.
Okay. All right.
Did Torok kill it?
No,
Okay.
no. I'm gonna give you the death blow just to be fun, because yes, even though it's resistant to thunder damage, you still do enough to otherwise end the guardian.
Well, and
So
I
it
guess
works. So
guess
Leon is
I'm
like,
inside of
stay
it.
back, and we're like, whoa, she just killed it.
Yeah. And I guess it makes sense. It's kind of muffled because I'm basically inside of this ectoplasmic thing. So there's like this squishy wow kind of sound instead of a crack of thunder.
Yep.
And then I hand the axe. I appear beside Torok and I'm like, here's your axe.
Right, that is it. The spirit guardian has been defeated.
Yay!
Did it make its saving throw, Rob?
Oh.
Because it's con save for half. I'm just wondering how much damage I actually did to this creature in the battle.
You did 3 points of damage.
That is the total amount of damage. Yeah, that's the total amount of damage I did to this creature. Because I shot it with cold, it did nothing. And then I and I saved.
Yep.
All I did in the battle was 3 damage. on 3d10, I did the
Yep.
mighty 3 points of damage. Okay.
Yep. All right.
And then I'll scroll back over and solve the puzzle.
All right. Yes, everyone can sort of make their way through after that, and with no time constraints to solving the puzzle. It's slightly more difficult. One of the pieces is slightly more difficult to move now because there's an axe sort of dented in one of the pieces. But yes, you managed to open the door, and that reveals to you.
While Leon's doing that, Talon asked the group if anybody has any kind of healing that they might be able to, spread around a little bit.
That's fine.
So Alphonse is like, yes, let me help you. And
Do we want to use healing potions instead of spells?
You have a fair
Yeah,
amount of them.
I think I'm going to use
It's-
one on myself.
Yeah, Torok should probably.
Just in case there's something else bad on the other side of the door.
So when Leon
Actually,
says
there's
that,
something.
Alphonse was like all ready to cast like cure wounds, and then he was like, "Oh, I guess that's a better idea." Instead of using spell slots.
And I think that Leon would definitely take the minute and use mending to fix the thing on the door, because she'd have a lot of respect for this place.
Yep.
And be like, you know what? Especially if that guardian doesn't stay dead, she doesn't really want to make it more difficult for other people who are coming through, who then are like, oh no, it's harder to open this door because of this axe chop in there. So she will definitely take the minute, cast mending, and then open the door.
Right.
So which one is Potion of Superior is not as good as Supreme, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Because I have Leon has a Potion of Superior Healing, so can always give that to Talon.
Well, I mean, so depending, we don't know what's happening. I don't want to waste potions if. So Talon will just try to be more conservative and stay back.
No, because you were like, hey, can somebody heal me? And Leon suggested using potions instead of healing. Definitely hands over a superior healing potion.
I'm doing okay with slots, so I'm gonna cast one cure wound spell on you, just first level.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
For
Well, and that is why I have these healing potions.
six healing.
6 damage.
And then it's
Firebolt.
so Talon gets 8d4 plus 8
Nice.
healing from that potion.
All right. Well, Talon will hold on to it, and depending what happens, if there's another big bad, his first action will be consuming the potion. If not, he's going to return the potion to you afterwards.
All right.
Yeah, Torok's in the same place.
All right.
Because now I got 12 hit points, so I can feel slightly better.
Gilby's gonna cast Goodberry.
Nice.
So she has 10 good berries. She's gonna eat 5, but then she's gonna like hand the other 5 to Alphonse, who's gonna look at them and then offer them to Talon.
So, I mean, how do good berries work in 5th edition? Because I know in some, like, a good berry is like a full meal.
It is. I know in one of our other games we make it so that if you take multiple good berries, you start to feel like really full and get food coma. But I will not have that effect in this game. Just for
All right. Well,
It's just 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day.
yes, you are fully sustained. You are 5 times sustained.
That's right. Talon feels sustained, and thanks both Gildy and Alphonse.
So now Talon has 1 more hit point than Leon does.
Yeah, 17 hit points.
I know.
Tor's not going to complain with his 39 hit points left right now.
So the room that you find, there's a significantly sized circle on the ground.
Leon is
Yes.
super
Marveling.
excited.
Yep.
All right.
Once you get inside, You can also see sort of on this wall here, ping it, sort of on that wall, that's sort of on the same wall where the door is. Anybody who speaks Draconic can see that there's a sort of a weird magical set of sort of something that's there. It is slowly counting down. It's got a decent amount of time on it, though. There's probably about at least an hour or so on there. It seems to be a countdown of some sort.
Wait, a draconic countdown again. I'm not okay with this. All right, so Leon has advantage on Arcana checks for conjuration spells, which I imagine this is, and magical symbols.
Yep.
So I'm hoping I definitely get advantage. So she's going to thoroughly check out the circle and this draconic countdown.
Or all Tor can say is, "Yep, that's a countdown."
You can read it.
Wait.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Okay, so was that perception or investigation?
That was Arcana.
Arcana, okay. So yes, you figure your best guess, because it's not clear exactly what the countdown is for, that this is probably to re-summon the spirit.
Is there any way to stop it?
Not that you can see from here. However, given that you are sort of looking around and checking things out, I will give you an investigation check. And actually, given you rolled so high on your Arcana stuff to sort of take a look at things, I'll give you advantage on the investigation check.
Hooray!
Looking into things. 19. Okay. You don't find anything. But you get the sneaking suspicion that there's probably more to this room or something. Like, you're sort of looking around going, like, there should be more here, like, especially from the Arcana check and everything else, like the circle and the countdown, you feel like they're missing something in this room, speaking sort of from the wizard's perspective, but you're not able to find any sort of way out of this room other than the main door.
Okay. But we have time.
Yep.
We've got like an hour. So I will take the time and cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
Okay.
And then check the room using Detect Magic, looking for illusions, trying to find whatever I perceived as being missing using Detect Magic.
All right.
Can other people help?
Yes. Other people can make investigation checks if you'd like.
All right.
And-
I'm assuming you're all sort of moving around this room or the corridor outside at this point, so yeah.
Talon's going to take a minute and take out his tome, sorry. And
Take out his tool. I just carry it with me in case I die.
I was going to say, I'm close to death. Please use this. No.
Is it a British tomb?
Because
Appropriately.
I just find it hilarious that he's pulling out his book to make him smart.
And Alphonse doesn't really have any helpful. Are there any plants in this room?
I should have gotten Alphonse to cast guidance on me for that.
I know. Well,
Arcana check.
Alphonse is like, I was
Oh.
gonna say he doesn't really have any useful spells, so he's gonna be like, would anybody like some help? I can help.
Turok can inspire.
Yes.
Turok will inspire Leon.
What does inspiring me do?
I believe it gives you a D8.
I think so.
Oh, like Bardic Inspiration?
It is very similar to Bardic Inspiration, yep.
Weird.
Yep.
Does it have to be spoken in Draconic, or is it like?
That's okay,
No,
I
but I believe he
understand
has to
Draconic.
touch you is the only sort of, primary. Yeah.
No touchy.
Actually, it's
Well,
he-
Alphonse has to touch for guidance.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. It's a very handsy group. We're used. Oh, I just have to touch it.
You can do it. All right.
If it's
come on,
any
you got this.
consolation, Turok asks you to touch the axe with him. So it's actually no touch. It's just hold the shaft with
That's
him.
yeah. That does not seem better,
That didn't help.
right? It's like here,
Hold my shaft.
just
All
hold
right.
my axe with me, and we're like,
He comes up to you and he's like, "Help me hold this."
It'll make you feel better and more inspired.
is that like part of the
Very least
ability?
when
And
I
he's
score,
like,
I feel
no,
better.
I just like it. Anyway, should I add the D8 to my investigation?
Sure. If you add the D8 to your other roll, that would work. Yeah.
Okay.
So when Alphonse sees that Torok is doing the inspiration for Leon after Alphonse was trying to offer his guidance, he's like, well, fine, for inspiration now, and who
We'll take both.
who gives guidance all the time?
All right. So with the bonus from Torok's shaft,
I mean, so now it's a 24. If I take guidance
Yes.
as well, it's at least a 25.
yeah. So you see.
So Alphonse grudgingly also touches the axe. And that's how he casts guidance.
Yeah, if you can see sort of at the top, there's a secret door.
All right. Do I, with my 25, do I have a knowledge on how to open it?
Yeah, you find sort of there's a stone that's sort of, like, okay, the door is there. There's a sort of a stone that's, okay, here. Yep. You managed to find the mechanism to open it up.
Okay. Then I will advise everyone. There is a secret door that is here. We have approximately, and I count off the amount of time we have until the Spirit Guardian.
We'll say like 48 minutes.
So we have 47 minutes and 32 seconds left before the Spirit Guardian appears. Do we wish to explore the secret door?
Absolutely.
With my 30 Arcana check, am I able to activate the teleportation circle?
Yes. The what you find out for the teleportation circle is that it will essentially self-activate. But yes, you know how to activate it once you enter in, and once the group is inside of it. You essentially just need to sort of say the activation, and it will complete.
All right. Then I explain to everyone how to activate the circle.
Yeah.
And then ask, do we wish to explore?
Yeah,
The
47
answer is
minutes.
yes. Yeah.
Do it.
Sure.
All right. You have 30-foot dark vision, right?
60-foot dark vision.
60 foot. Okay.
Except for Gildy, who has, I believe, 120 feet.
Well, you're the one opening the door, so. All right. There's a long hallway, and you can see, like, towards the end, it looks like it opens up a little bit.
All right.
Ooh, into the room they said don't go into.
I asked if we wish to explore this.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
All right, then I'm going to definitely make way for people like Gildy and Torok to go first.
All right.
Okay, so
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And Turok will go ahead as well.
And then I
Now-
will go directly behind Torok.
Well, before we all pile in there, knowing that Gildy has the best dark vision out of all of us, can Gildy see into the room before we all pile into it?
Not really. It's just because it's around a corner a little bit. You'd have to get
Okay.
sort of deeper in, but yeah,
Dang
It'll
it!
be also invisible in the dark.
that's true. Yeah.
Send Gildy. I'm gonna be
so
about to jump on the teleportation circle. Go ahead, Gildy, check it out.
So yes, Gildy, you go in. You find a sort of, I haven't drawn it on here, but yeah, there's a table that's sort of laid out in this sort of weird shaped alcove. And on it, there is like a moderately sized chest, maybe like a foot by 6 inches by 6 inches or so. There are 1, 2, 3 potions that are also sort of laid out. A bag that's standing there, and 2 like decently sized sort of flat round stones with sort of a symbol carved into them that are also laying there, as well as a small booklet.
Okay, and it seems just totally safe as far
Yep.
as I can tell. Okay, so
This is a nook where somebody stored things that they didn't want to be otherwise sort of laid out in plain sight.
okay, so Gildy's gonna call out. There's just some stuff in here. Come check it out, Leon.
I don't. All right, fine. So I will come and take a look.
Tell her there's a book.
Well, no. So I'm just
Oh, yeah, I guess I'm
basically.
not there.
I'm going to be using. Oh no, you can.
Well, either way, right?
Yeah.
Gildy's gonna say, no, there's no book. It's more of a booklet.
So yeah. So basically, with detect magic, I make sure that nothing is like dangerously magical. You know, nothing's going to murder me if I touch it.
As far as you can tell, no. The stones, the potions, the bag are all magical. That's it. Yeah.
Okay. Then I will put the stones and the potions in my bag of holding. I will not put the bag in my bag of holding just in case it's a bag that would be bad to put in a bag of holding. I take the booklet, put it in the bag of holding, and then I ask Gildy to grab the chest, and then we head back to the teleportation circle. And we'll take it with us, and we'll check it out when we get where we're going.
All right.
Okay, Gildy grabs the stuff.
All right. And it's a tight fit, but everybody is able to sort of manage to squeeze into the teleportation circle all at once.
right.
And assuming that is all you would like to do here,
I reach up to Tor and ask him to pick me up on his shoulders.
Leon, you are fairly certain, given your sort of Arcana check, that whoever is the one that is trying to direct you to where you want to go is the one who needs to sort of say the activation phrase.
All right. Then I tell Torak.
Yeah.
Please say the phrase.
Yeah, and it's in Draconic, so it's
Yeah.
easy enough for him. All right, and the world swirls around you for a sort of a long moment, and then resolves into sort of a craggy canyon. You're in sort of, dusty, badlands. There's a very rough sort of track of a road that's going by. It seems to also be sort of fork, and this is sort of another one that's almost straight ahead of you. And you are somewhere far away, you assume, from where you just were.
How cold is it?
And not cold. It is probably warmish.
Okay.
At that point is when. Okay. How many of you? There's 12. Oh, good. I get to use a D12. All right. So rarely get to use a D12.
Someone explodes?
5.
Stop suggesting things.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No,
Belinda.
explode.
Belinda.
That's me.
One of your ears grow incredibly large. You have advantage on hearing checks for, we'll say, the next day or so. Your face is also slightly lopsided.
Blah. Blah.
You have this cute head tilt now.
Are you okay, Belinda?
Think
So,
so. I think that portal did something funny.
1, 2, 3.
Is
4,
that a
5,
reaction
6,
to
7,
the portal?
8, 9.
I will,
Jacob. Yeah, yes, that is a reaction to the portal. In fact, more things are happening. Jacob,
Mm-hmm.
you grow a tail.
Nice.
It is
Nice.
not prehensile. It is not otherwise useful. It is very awkwardly stuffed inside your pants at the moment. You're feeling very uncomfortable.
so it actually to us looks
I just took a big
like
Yep. All right.
Oh my goodness.
There's more.
But wait, there's more.
Jacob, did you
right.
summon your pigeons in your pants?
Okay.
Caca! I'm doing it. Roll d20.
You are. Oh no.
Oh, only 3 pigeons.
Oh.
That's
Because the
hilarious.
rest are trapped in your
Okay.
pants.
Yeah.
The pigeons of embarrassment distraction.
All right. So Jacob,
That was really
That is-
impressive.
5.
That was so funny. You look like you crap your pants and then go caca, and 3 doves go. It's like,
Are they
Okay.
doves or pigeons, or does it matter?
Is
Oh, doves,
Melinda.
oh no.
Melinda.
What happens to poor Melinda Guard?
Well, Melinda gains vulnerability to piercing damage for the next minute. So your skin sort of just goes a little, weirdly sort of loose and like as if, could be pierced really easily. Melinda's, slightly off for just like just a minute.
Your skin is extra sensitive.
Yes.
Ooh, my skin is tingly.
All right. Next is 2, 3. Ooh. Okay, 3 is the Fearbulg.
Yeah.
What happens to the Fearbulg? Same thing.
Oh jeez.
Vulnerable to piercing damage, you say?
Yes.
Hmm.
Even think about it, Leon.
6 is 4. So mint.
Oh no. These people are never gonna trust teleportation. magic.
Oh, yeah. This is a fun teleportation circle. Mint. Roll a d10.
Oh dear God.
You say a fun teleportation circle. I don't think that word means what you think it means.
It's sort of been dormant long enough. There's just some wild magic that built up around it, and yeah. If it's not discharged every X amount of.
I rolled a 5. That's in
You
the
rolled
middle.
a 5.
That's
Oh
right.
no. You shrink by 5 inches. If you rolled an even number, you would have grown by that amount.
Is it permanent?
Um.
I didn't get younger, right? I just shrank. My clothes did they shrink with me, or are my clothes loose?
We'll say everything shrinks with you just for the sake of simplicity. It does not say anything about it going away.
Yeah, so I think it is permanent.
Oh my god!
I
How
will
tall
say
is-
if you get a remove curse cast spell cast on you, then that could restore you.
You know who can cast remove curse?
I do.
I
What would I owe you?
Oh, nothing.
Okay.
Ooh,
That's
12.
fine.
12 is Talon.
Oh boy.
How tall is Mint now?
I'm looking that up.
Oh.
Oh, just missed by 1. Talon. Whenever you try to speak, pink bubbles float out of your mouth. For the next minute.
Oh, and you're intelligent too, so you're more likely to talk.
It's true.
Normally, he would just not say anything, and then just randomly once there would just be bubbles. But now he's so much more likely to talk. This is amazing.
Oh my goodness. So Mint's height is 3'2". If she loses 5 inches, then she's going to be 2'9".
Nice.
Wow.
She's so wee.
I was hoping she was going to be under 3 feet. Now it's tempting.
Leon.
No, no.
Gildy's
That
only
was-
3 feet, so now she's like happy to be not the shortest person.
I was hoping to escape this.
For the next minute, you can teleport up to 20 feet as a bonus action on each of your turns. I know, you're like the teleporting one, and that's
I know. I can teleport so many times now.
okay. 9 is Torok. Okay, roll a d10.
Oh no.
Oh, roll high, roll high.
Roll even. Roll even.
Okay. You get younger by 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I gotta say, I was kind of worried about that spirit. I thought it might make everybody age,
Nope.
and I was gonna be worried because I'd be like, "Oh no, I'm a few years older. I don't care." But other people would be like, "I'm old now."
All right. Next is. Oops. No, I did that wrong. Sorry, I was supposed to do that. Oh, Cass. Cass. Okie dokie. Nothing apparently happens to Cass.
Oh.
If she casts a spell, it does maximum damage in the next minute.
Hmm.
But she probably is not going to be doing that.
Guess is too cool for a weird effect.
Yes. All right. Who's left? Gildy. Okay, let's just do Gildy next. You are centered on a grease spell.
Wasn't me.
Grease is
Like-
all over you and within 10 feet of you.
I'm not happy about this.
So you're looking at Mint and you're like, ha ha ha, blah.
Oh.
Greasy.
Like, and immediately she looks at Leon. Like,
Isn't there an immediate dexterity check to see if you fall down?
Yes, there is.
and
I'm helping.
Leon, and Leon disappears and reappears somewhere else. And Talon comments on it and takes bubbles come out of his
Exactly.
mouth.
Yep. Lower. No.
We'll say you can manage to stay up with that. And as that happens, Alphonse, who's right next to you, teleports 60 feet away.
See, I would say that she does fall because she's going to go reach for Alphonse for support.
He's gone.
Yep.
in which direction?
In a random direction. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Actually, no. I'm sorry. 1 and 8. East.
Okay. Just making sure it wasn't like up.
or straight down.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think I have gotten everybody. All right. Yes. After that resolves, you're like, that was strange.
So was the teleporting for a minute?
Sorry?
Leon can teleport now. Was that for a minute?
Yes.
Well, definitely, she does not walk for that entire minute. She only teleports.
And anybody who has any sensitivity to magic, which is pretty much all of you except for Mint, I think.
Maybe a little bit.
Yep. You sort of need to be facing in the right direction, but if you sort of turn around from the direction that you sort of initially come in, you can see that there's this weird, there's a cliff a little ways behind you, and there's this weird effect that's almost sort of a shimmering around sort of a bit of a crack in the cliff. And Torok, I'm going to say that the way you appear exactly as you appeared all those years ago when you sort of started, when your memories start, essentially. And you can look straight down ahead and there's a sort of a road straight there. There's sort of a road roughly that's crossing in front of you. You don't really want to turn around.
So something's stopping Torok?
No, you
or
can, but there's just sort of this, like, you're sort of afraid of what you think is behind you. You didn't really look back the last time.
So Leon is definitely going to say, all right, so I believe that it appears there is a place for us to go there. Lead the way, Torok. Oh, Minuset. Boop. Remove curse.
Oh. Thank you. That did not last long. Appreciate that.
Oh, you're
Gildy
welcome.
glares at Leon. Gildy still covered in grease.
And Torok looks at
Notably.
Leon and goes, "You probably should remove my curse as well at some point."
Talon's gonna look and just be, because he can speak now, and be like, "Did you just make her taller?"
His bubbles are coming out of his mouth.
That was only for a minute. I think he can talk now.
Yeah.
Well, no, 'cause it was,
Alphonse is like running towards everyone. He's like, wait for me.
I mean, it would have been
Little
within
stubby
seconds.
halfling
Right?
legs.
So it would have been within that minute that you would have cast.
Yeah.
Okay.
the curse. I'm sorry. What curse do you have upon you, Torok?
He was also essentially hit with age as opposed to, if you can tell that he's 7 years younger.
Yeah.
Can we?
His voice is a little higher.
So how old is Torok then?
Well, Torok doesn't really know how old he was.
Well, but yeah, but if you went from like 20 to 13, you notice that. If you went from like 40 to 33, you're like, oh, I just feel a little less.
Yeah, it's not like he went prepubescent. No.
Yeah.
So it gives us an idea of
My
Torok's
curse
age.
too, please, Leo. Then we'd be like, oh, goodness, yes. But if it's not like that, then Leon's going to be like, well, it's my last mid-level spell slot, and it does effectively give you more life. Wish me to remove that.
Regardless, I think we're here.
Yes.
Yes.
So, Torok, if you would wish to turn around, give me a wisdom saving throw.
I inspire Torok the way he inspired me. I say the
Hold the
words.
shaft of your spear.
And then I walk him around in a circle. It works. I turn.
All right. Yep, you are able to sort of turn and look. You actually haven't seen this before. You didn't see it last time, but yeah, you can see this sort of weird shimmering effect where this sort of crack in the cliff is. Now, give me another saving throw.
I believe in you, Torok.
Wait. So
Nope.
Alphonse, like he finally catches up and he's like, "You got this, Torok," and reaches out and casts guidance on him.
That's
So
1d8.
that's a
D4.
D4.
Which will be enough. It was just a DC of 10, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But guidance isn't saving throws.
Oh yeah. let me
Oh,
look
that's
at
true. All right. Then that's not enough. Ha!
Resistance is resistance is saving throws or bless.
that. Oh, cool. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's just say it counts resistance instead.
Does he have resistance?
He does. Yeah. It's another
Okay.
cantrip. He's got guidance and resistance, both his
All
cantrips.
right. So we'll say you're good. You feel sort of memories bubbling up, and then Alphonse gets there, and
And then
That's
Alphonse
awesome.
gives you a slap on the butt, and you're suddenly like, I feel fine. I believe in myself.
all right. And yeah, you can see the Fearbolgs are looking. Is like, this is where I'm going, huh? All right. So yeah, do you all actually move towards the
Torok
shimmering?
definitely does.
All right.
I think
But
I'm gonna
You
go
know,
very
home
Alphonse
now.
will
hesitantly.
follow.
We're here. I think I'll just head back.
Leon is taking up the rear because I'm keeping an eye on the Firbolg, and if he tries to go anywhere, I'm going to hit him with web.
So yeah, Torok goes through, and yeah, essentially you reach it and you sort of look like there's not a lot of a gap here. It's sort of a very narrow, like 1 maybe 2 feet. It's sort of the largest sort of crack, and it doesn't even really go that deep. But you sort of reach into it, and your hand sort of disappears as it's moving past it. And you can just continue fully through and sort of disappear from everyone else's perspective, just sort of disappears into this sort of darkness of this, crack in this cliff. And the Fearbolg's like, all right, anybody want to take these off before I go in?
No. Carry on.
No, he can have them taken off now, I would think.
No. We'll take them off once you're inside.
But we're all going in there?
He's already gone.
Yeah, Tor would have let the Fearbolt go in advance.
Okay.
And Tor would take off their manacles as they're going through.
All right.
All right, fine.
All right. So for anybody that does go through,
So yeah, Leon definitely like studies it from the outside and then goes through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Talon
head
would
through.
go, but he would let a few people go first.
Alphonse and Gildy go.
all right.
I think we're all good.
And I would still have detect magic from when we were in the place because we didn't take. I would have been able to concentrate for the duration. So
And this is weird, like spell magic, but there's definitely magic here. Yeah. So you are all transported. You are in so you've gone from these sort of badlands to this beautiful sort of field with trees sort of sparsely sort of here and there, and the trees look very different from anything you've ever seen. And anybody who would like to can make a probably Arcana check. Yes, Arcana check to figure out where you are.
Alphonse, can I have guidance?
Yes.
I'll say Alphonse can guide one person.
Yay!
Okay.
Alphonse.
He guides Leon.
13, 29. +1. All right.
Leon knows
I think-
everything.
I think at this point Tor's pretty overwhelmed. So
Yes, Tor,
trying hard
you
not to
pretty much
remember.
probably just standing there, sort of stunned.
Yeah.
It's interesting because the memories that have been bubbling up are not of this. This is completely different than anything in sort of the memories that you've been suppressing so far. Like you've been getting flashes. This has been in none of them. Leon correctly surmises that you are now all in the Feywild. And yeah, the Firbolg sort of, okay, he's got the manacles off and like, all right, I guess this is goodbye. I'm not sure if you're gonna leave me here or what you're doing, but he just starts wandering off.
All right.
Talon looks at Torok for direction of.
And Leon is like, okay, Torok, how do we get back? Wait. So Torok, am I correct in surmising that you have led us on what would have been a 40-day journey just to then deposit us onto another plane of existence with no way to return to the prime material plane?
Well, the quest was a one-directional quest. I'm sure there's the way out. Let me ask somebody. And Tor prays for guidance at this point.
That's fair. So what is
Leon walks away, looking rather upset.
But I mean, there's still sort of very interesting, weird sort of, scenery that's all around you. You can see like bits of like land floating up in the sky. You can see sort of weird creatures that are sort of off in the distance. Torok, what is the question you are asking?
How do I get my friends home?
Our home or
Yeah.
which home?
And yes, the answer is turn around.
Turok turns around. Oh, is that the same?
So again, there's nothing. It's just sort of fields and trees and that sort of thing. There's actually sort of probably a tree you think that maybe is sort of close from where you came out. Yeah.
Torok reaches out.
Your hand disappears.
Leon,
Yes.
this way.
All right.
Yep. And Torok just vanishes and yeah, seems to move through nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now. Okay. The Furbolg is nowhere around, right?
Nope.
All right. So I guess we exit.
Is there
Alright.
anything around that like seems worth like picking up and trying to take with us?
There's some twigs, some leaves, grasses,
Nothing like a
stone.
really funky flower or something. That
Yeah, I'll say if you want to grab a funky flower. There's a funky flower.
I grab a funky flower.
All right.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I'll grab some rock and like some yeah.
Alright.
Some minerals and some flora from the Feywild.
Anybody else want to grab anything from the Feywild while you're here?
Well, Alphonse is fascinated and really excited about being here. So he's gonna like walk up to a tree and he's gonna cast Speak with Plants and he's gonna talk to a tree. And
Uh,
he's gonna...
the tree is speaking in a really weird accent
Okay.
that he's never heard before, but he can still understand it. And yeah, has a fascinating conversation about, you know, the Feywild and the plants here and the interesting Fey that comes wandering by. And there was a Fey that came wandering by not that long ago. It looked really confused. And it went through the little place where you guys just came out and seem to be going back into again.
Okay. So Alphonse like doesn't really well, he's just really excited, and so he just like tells everybody everything. He's like, oh man, it has the weirdest accent, and like I've never heard a plant have that sort of accent before, and it was so weird. But hey, he said the plant said that there was some sort of Fey that maybe went back into through that portal we just walked through. That's maybe worth checking out, don't you think?
Except didn't Torok just go back already?
Yeah. No, and according to so if you're going to check it out, you'd be checking it out on the other side anyway. The Fae went through the other side to the other side. Yeah.
So
Alphonse is probably just like saying all this and kind of like babbling as he's like following people back.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and you all return to the material plane. You get the sense that this is just some weak spot between the two planes that is relatively easy to traverse.
Mint is being careful to follow her own footsteps back so as to leave as little an impact of herself there as possible, because it's just so weird and foreign.
Yeah.
And when everyone comes through, Tor says, "This is my looking this way. This is my first memory, or at least the ones I can process."
Yeah. How long ago was your first memory?
Like about 3 years.
I think roughly. He spent about a year and a half with Mint, I think.
Yeah.
So probably about 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
Interesting.
So Alphonse hears that and is like, "Ooh, perhaps you're the confused Fae."
I am muted.
Okay.
I am indeed. What do I think will happen if I cast Dispel Magic on this portal?
You could potentially seal it.
But like nothing horrible is going to happen. Worst case scenario, it'll just fail. Best case scenario, I'll close it.
Yep.
Possibly at least for a short duration. I don't want we've dropped the Furbolg off. I don't want to be like, okay, you're in the Feywild, and then the Furbolg just goes away, then watches us and is like, oh, guess I'm just gonna follow you.
You should walk back in and see if the tree recognizes this guy.
Oh, it recognizes Torok.
Mm-hmm.
Alphonse is all for that plan.
Torok's like, sure.
Okay, so then Alphonse is like scurrying back through and he's like holding Tor's hand. It's like pulling him.
All right.
So
it's just
Leon
her head
has
and
to go.
follows.
Yeah.
As a conjurer, Leon has to go with.
All right. So you go back, you talk to the tree again.
How big is this portal?
It's hard to define.
Okay,
So the crack in the cliff is, again, sort of anywhere from sort of a couple inches to maybe a foot and a half. It's sort of this crack that goes maybe like 6 inches deep. The portal itself is sort of this glimmering field. Again, you can only really see it if you have magic somewhere party. So Mint, you can't even see this. You just are trusting everyone that you're going to walk into this crack and be fine. Yeah, it's sort of a field around this, and from the Feywild side, you can't see anything. It's just blank. There's no image of a portal at all.
okay.
So, does the tree remember Torok? Yes, the tree remembers Torok. Torok was here 8 seasons ago, roughly. And I came with a lady.
Torik's got a girlfriend.
Probably refers to her as the Dark Lady.
So Alphonse, who's like translating from the tree,
Yep.
says to Torok, "Ooh, how fascinating! Is there anything else you'd like me to ask the tree?"
Yeah.
Does the tree have a name? Alphonse would have asked its name if it has a name.
Yes, the tree has a name. His name is Ashton.
Ashton. So Alphonse would have been like, Ashton, our friend here, remembers you and says that you were with some dark lady the last time you came past. How interesting. What else would you like me to ask Ashton?
Did the individual leave through the portal with me?
Yes, she left and then returned, and you did not.
Interesting.
Ask if the lady is still here.
Alphonse asks.
Well, yes. I believe the Dark Lady would still be here, unless she has found some other portal. I have not seen her leave through this area since.
I'm concerned for the group if we run into her. If she's responsible for Torok's memory, maybe she'd wipe all of ours.
It's already happened once. It's not a big deal.
Now,
It's not happened to me.
Go adventuring for a few years. It starts coming back to you. It's all good.
right, because Torok, he'd run afoul of some powerful fae.
I believe
right?
that's what you determined through looking through the memory stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Now, the Dark Lady, we know it's a fae, and now we know it's the Dark Lady. Does that give any kind of...
to make an Arcana check?
I would very much like to make an Arcana check with some guidance from my buddy Alphonse.
Wait. Let me just double check. Yes, okay, Alphonse casts. I was just making sure that Speak with Plants wasn't a concentration. And it's
so it's a 30 again.
Okay. That is good. You know that the Dark Lady is Princess Luna of the Shadow Court.
All right. I do not say her name. I just say something to the effect that, I now know who that is.
Maiden of the Moon, daughter of Morgan and Lahadon, and also usually by most standards considered to be insane.
I mentioned that part, but I don't say her name. Yes. So it's a very powerful, very insane fae who has apparently removed your memory, Torok.
So
Yes.
Alphonse wants to ask the tree if he asks Ashton if Ashton knows why she's referred to as the Dark Lady.
Oh, because she's princess of the Starry
Oh.
Court.
Alphonse says, I suppose that checks out with what Leon just said. Yes.
All right.
Turok, as Alphonse, does the tree know why it took my memories? Why she took my memories?
I mean, it is a tree.
I
think
The lady did not, choose to talk to me after.
It was worth a try.
And Alphonse says, I don't see why not. You are a sparkling conversationalist.
Oh, why, thank you. I don't talk to many of your kind. I talk to the occasional were-bunny, and some of the grasses, and the sky, the clouds. The clouds are not very good at conversation, and usually they just float by. But
Alphonse says, well, I have never met anyone of your kind either, and you have been just lovely, Ashton. Is there anything we can do for you while we're here?
It's been a little dry. Could you water me?
Probably yes.
We definitely have ways of creating water.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think Alphonse does, but so he
Turok
So he says to
I don't
everyone
think
else,
endless mead is going to help you.
he says,
What did Jacob make today? Did he make the mead? No, did he make the beer or the water?
I
or
usually-
Slather mayonnaise on the tree.
not mayonnaise on the tree.
yeah, Alphonse says, our friend Ashton here would like some water. I don't have that spelled right now. Does anyone have some water for Ashton?
I've mostly been doing water because of our trip through the desert, so that's primarily what it's been. So I'll just empty the contents of today's water down and around.
All right. Anything else you'd like to ask the tree or do in the Feywild?
I think definitely just like Leon is definitely studying,
Yep.
but also staying really close to the exit so as to, if there was someone who tried to invisibly walk past, make it really difficult for them to get by without bumping into her.
Yeah. All right.
And actually, you know what? Probably cast Unseen Servant and has the Unseen Servant stand in the way of the exit. So there's just an invisible force that's there.
So yes, once you're all back safely in the real world, are you going to try to close the portal?
Yeah, I am, because I don't want to take the chance that,
Yep.
I mean, we don't really want random Fae. I feel like it's not safe for random Fae to be coming out into the world, or people randomly getting trapped in the Feywild.
All
So
right,
I feel
give
like it's the
me-
safest option.
I think
Alphonse is a
it's-
little sad, but
Yeah.
And Turok's a little sad too, because Turok feels that there's answers on the other side. But
Yep. So I think it's
Well-
an Arcana check.
No, it's just an intelligence ability
Intelligence
check.
check. Okay. Yeah.
So I would like guidance from my friend Alphonse.
Will Alphonse be willing to
Alphonse-
give guidance?
Yes.
Alphonse gloomily gives guidance. Because I think he recognizes that it's dangerous, even if he would love to like just chat with Ashton all day.
Like, do I think that I'm going to be able to permanently close it? Or do I figure it's more likely that I'll just like close it for a
You
duration?
think permanently closing it is an option?
Could you set it up with a lock that you could unlock later?
Not with dispel magic.
No,
Ah,
I mean, not at this time.
I don't know how magic works. I'm just throwing ideas out there.
I appreciate your belief in my magic talent, but it is not that, I assure you. All right, I'm going to try it anyway.
All right.
Spell magic. Yeah, no.
Give it a roll.
I did. I rolled terribly. My heart was not. I have a total of 8.
7 and 1. Okay, yes.
So,
I think
so-
it's also very fitting that Alphonse's guidance was only a 1.
One.
On my own is like, well, I don't, her heart's
Yeah,
not.
I mean,
in-
it's not obvious from the other side. It's not even particularly obvious from this side. You sort of have to be looking at it and from the right angle and have
Yeah.
magic, that sort of thing.
Like,
So.
I tried.
And
Right.
as the evening falls in a land where most of you have never been before, and only Torok knows the way, we will end our session there and pick up again. We'll be back on the 11th of January to find out what the next steps are for our intrepid heroes.
Well, and I think for that evening, especially since I wasn't able to close the portal, I would create a tiny hut, basically right in the way of the portal, so that if something is trying to get in or out, it's going to have a really hard time doing it.
Sounds good. All right. So that is it for this week, and we'll see you again in the new year. So you guys take care, have some happy holidays, and we'll try and do the same. All right. Take care.
Yay.